Democracy Day. Nigerians seek the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Good day, my people. Welcome to the news channel, and this is the news for this morning. Nigerians have intensified calls for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the embattled leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. Some of the Nigerians who spoke to Sunday Independent at the weekend expressed worry over the continued detention and trial of Kanu, despite several court rulings for his release. It will be recalled that during a ministerial briefing in Abuja, and after the recent appearance of Kanu at a federal high court in Abuja, the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Lateef Fagbemi-San said that only the courts can decide if Kanu could be given bail or not. Fagbemi, who was responding to a question, had said, "If I see Nnamdi Kanu, I don't know him." So Nnamdi Kanu is being held under the rule of law and the court. Let's wait for the decision of the court. No one will be held outside the laws of the country. One of the citizens, Barrister Emeka Iheonu, a Lagos lawyer, while urging the federal government to discontinue the trial, said, "The IPOB leader never at any time called for war against Nigeria." Speaking with Sunday Independent in Lagos, Barrister Iheonu said, "I believe the federal government should discontinue the terrorism trial of Nnamdi Kanu and free him from detention. Firstly, he was agitating for a peaceful rather than violent breakout of the region described as Biafra from the Nigerian government nation. I never heard that he called for war against Nigeria. Secondly, a similar agitator for a separate Yoruba, Mr. Sunday Igboho, who was detained in Benin Republic on the application of the Nigerian government under former President Muhammadu Buhari administration, has since regained freedom even without undergoing trial. Furthermore, the continued detention of Kanu has been the reason for the several violent acts witnessed in the eastern region and perpetrated by people who are against the detention and trial of Kanu." Speaking on the same issue, Professor John Ebomien, a chieftain of the All Progressive Congress, stated, "The terrorism trial of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has come a long way. The trial, which is surrounded with so many challenges and controversies, has become worrisome. The trials, which had been embroiled with Hydra-headed problems, requires expedited fair hearing. The trial judge should ensure that justice is done in this matter in accordance with the rule of law. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu deserves bail and freedom. The way and manner he is being treated in the Department of State Services DSS custody can best be described as man's inhumanity to man. It simply reminds me of the days of the apartheid regime in South Africa. To say that the trial of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been delayed is not only unacceptable but also an understatement. According to the doctrine of res ipsa loquitur, the facts are clear. My sincere appeal to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in his characteristic spirit of magnanimity and prerogative power, should set Mazi Nnamdi Kanu free. To reunite with his family on this day, May 29, Democracy Day. Nigerians want to hear this during his Democracy Day speech this May 29. Recall that Justice Binta Onyako of the Federal High Court in Abuja a few days ago dismissed the request by Nnamdi Kanu for the restoration of his revoked bail and removal from the custody of the DSS to house arrest or prison custody. The judge said that the request had been brought before her by Kanu, dismissing it for want of merit. In a ruling on Kanu's request, Justice Onyako said that she found as a fact that Kanu jumped the bail earlier granted him and escaped out of the country. The judge also held that the sureties who stood for him in the earlier bail had applied to be discharged and had been discharged on the ground that they could not locate Kanu or did not know his whereabouts. Justice Onyako said that the only option left for Kanu was to go to the Court of Appeal and should proceed to the appellate court to exercise his right of appeal. Kanu also berated the government for his continued trial, insisting not to stand trial before any court in Nigeria. He claimed that any attempt to put him on trial would amount to a breach of Nigeria's constitution and international laws. Kanu also berated counsel to the federal government as Shiwaju Solomon Awomolo stand for perpetrating an act of illegality in a bid to prosecute him. He maintained that he did not jump bail, rather he had to run away to save himself when security agents attempted to kill him by bombarding his house. He stressed that his forceful rendition from Kenya by security agencies was illegal and against international convention. Among top Nigerians who have been calling for the release of Nnamdi Kanu is Nobel laureate Professor Wole Soyinka, Eze Ndibo, as well as several other socio-cultural groups have also called for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, all to no avail. This is the news for today, as you see that Nnamdi Kanu, as you see that people are soliciting for the release of Nnamdi Kanu on May 29 and are reaching out to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to please include it in the speech for the Democracy Day. Don't forget to like this video, comment under this video, and subscribe to this channel to get more news from this channel.